Greetings, friends and family of light. This is something that I don't normally do too much, but it's something that I feel really strongly about. It's one of the most repulsive things that I can think of. On Martin Luther King Day, I just felt compelled to make just some kind of speech about it, or just some kind of just briefly touch on it real quick. It's a little something that just really strikes home with me. Privately owned prison systems. If you're not aware of what these are, let me tell you about it. What it is basically people that have money, that are wealthy. A lot of times, the people that are in power, positions of power. What they can do is they will buy land with their own personal money that they have in their checking account or whatever, and they can literally build a facility on this land. Put bars in it, fence, just like any kind of prison or anything like that you would see anywhere else. And they can actually rent it out to the state, essentially, in exchange for inmates. And the thing about this is, what I find the most disturbing about it is, of course, for every inmate that this person gets to their facility, they get state funding for every inmate. Every single one that walks through those doors, they get money for. So if this doesn't really click with you, what's going on are wealthy elite people are buying prisons and turning a profit off of other people's imprisonment. This is scary as hell to me, and in my opinion, is one of the biggest perversions of the correctional system in our country. This isn't something that I expect everybody to just run out and get, upset about or anything like that. I just want people to be aware, because you'd be surprised. Even my wife, who is a pre-law student right now, was taking classes about correctional systems, and there were several people in her class that knew nothing about any of this. So if people who are studying law and future lawyers are not aware of what's going on, then you can most certainly bet that the general public is not going to have too much knowledge regarding the fact. One particular thing that stuck in my mind was I watched this kind of documentary about this kid who, I guess he was like 14, 15 years old, who had gotten into an argument with his stepdad, and he threw a hamburger patty at him. Well, what happened was he got sent off to like this kid's detention facility, and ended up doing 2 years for throwing a hamburger patty at his stepdad. He was supposed to have been up for review to be released after 6 months, and they just kept pushing it off and pushing it off and pushing it off. Well, he wasn't the only one, of course, in this facility. There was hundreds of kids, and it was one of the few places that actually got exposed. The facility owner making deals with these judges for a cut of money for every inmate that they would send to his facility. So he was giving the judge money. He was, greasing the judge's hand. And the judge was just sending a ridiculous amount of people to this facility for outrageous terms. This is something that happens quite a bit. Watch yourself. Watch your back. The country that you love doesn't always love you back. So, like I said, this isn't something that I just expect everybody to get all mad about all of a sudden and go out and have protests about it or anything like that. I wish they would. I just want you to be aware. It's Martin Luther King Day. Seems fitting to only briefly touch on this subject. So, namaste.